Hi everyone, this is your course introduction video. When you first get into your course, you're going to see the student support section. That's in every course. It's going to have links to academic support, tutoring services, math resources. This is going to be listed in every single course that you take here. So these are some helpful links that you might need. There's a link to disability services, the academic advising, the testing center, all those type of things. So that's the first thing that you're going to see in your course. It's listed at the bottom. Then you will see a section that says course information, and I've put a big red start button here so that you know that this is where you're supposed to start. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to open up the folder that says beginning documents and print off your syllabus. Everything is listed in Adobe. They're all PDFs, so you shouldn't have any problem reading them. If you have trouble opening them, specifically Macs sometimes have trouble reading Adobe documents, so you might need to change browsers. Mozilla typically works best, but for a Mac you may need to switch to Chrome. So just make sure that you can read it. Go through and pay particular attention to the attendance policy. There is an attendance policy in this course even though it's online, so make sure that you read that. There is a pacing guide. I would suggest that you print that out. It tells you the due dates. Notice that there is something due from the very beginning because this is a summer course. It's a 5 contact hour course. There's going to be a lot of work. The pacing guide tells you every single assignment. It gives you the date that it's due. Everything's due by noon on due dates. It gives you a column so that you can mark it off when you've completed it. And this last column is really just for me. It tells me which objective, which course objective that's listed in the syllabus is covered by that particular assignment. So that's something that you need. The third document that's in there is detailed instructions on how to get started in this course. Again, I would probably print that out and then you can check it off as you do each step. So you're going to read the syllabus, take the syllabus quiz, and I'll go through the syllabus quiz with you in a minute. You're going to need to get started in my math lab. So let's just pull this one out of the way for a minute. We'll go back over here to our screen and we'll go back to that document in just a second. But let's go back then to our syllabus quiz. You're not going to see all these things. In fact, you're not even going to see the first week until after you take the syllabus quiz. So you'll need to click on the syllabus quiz. You'll need to go through the questions, and mine's in a preview mode since I'm the instructor. But the first one says there's no attendance policy. Of course, that's false. The last day to drop the class. Required subscription to my math lab. That is true. And I'll do a separate video about my math lab that'll be posted below it. Test will be reopened. That is false. They are not reopened. So you need to take them by the deadlines. And then you're going to just need to submit it all. And then at the bottom, finish review. So when you finish that and you go back to the course now, what's going to happen is week 1 is going to populate for your course. So you're going to see everything now. And I've got this listed so that in every week is going to look exactly the same way. You're going to have the week that you're on. I'm going to tell you through weekly objectives what it is that you're going to be doing. So in the first week you're going to orient yourself with the My Math Lab system, which is where your online homework is. And you're going to review some prerequisite skills. So these are things that you're supposed to already know. Every week I'm going to try to do a quick little intro video for you and tell you what kinds of things to expect. You'll see these boxes out beside everything in your course. Some things, if they're dashed, we'll put a check in it after you complete the assignment. For instance, after you view the video, a check mark will appear so that you'll know you've completed it. You'll have supplemental weekly resources, the worked book homework problems. You do not have to do the book homework problems, but they're there if you need some more reinforcement, and they're worked here. I'll always put that there for you. Notes and handouts. There's always going to be probably PowerPoint, maybe some PDF documents so that you can print those out. Some people like to print those out and have them with them as they do the lesson. So those are your supplements. And then I will always list the weekly task and have the due date out beside it. The time for every due date is noon. So the first thing that you're going to do is make sure that your syllabus quiz is complete. And of course, if you're here, if you can see week 1, you have done that. So if you just click on it, you can notice that this box is solid, so you can put a check mark in that box and make sure that you've done it. An intro discussion board, which is due the second day of class. I've already posted my discussion, so you can go in and you can reply to mine, you can reply to someone else's, but you're going to need to add a new discussion topic with your intro in it and reply to one other person. Once you've done that, the box will be checked. The next assignment will be to complete the My Math Lab orientation. This is inside My Math Lab. This link takes you directly to My Math Lab, which there is an orientation assignment. Then you get to your lesson. I'm going to try to set all the lessons up this way so that when you click on the lesson, it will have your little review of whatever that's in there, some text, a little audio box here for those of you that like to hear things read aloud, and then there will usually be some videos that you'll watch, and these are video examples of what you're doing. Once you have viewed that, you can go back to your course. The little box will be checked because it's dashed. And then you'll have an assignment in My Math Lab, so this will be your first assignment in My Math Lab. This week you'll have a quiz. It's a review over linear equations. It'll be timed and it's multiple choice. It'll be due on the 20th. And then I've also posted this. That is a weekly discussion about any assignment. So if you have any problems, anything that you need to post, your general questions, you can reply here. And I've set it so that I'll be able to get it through my email. It'll let me know if any of you post anything with that. Over on the sides of your course, you will see my contact information. You will see a place to send emails, but just be aware that when I reply to an email, it will go to your student email, so you need to make sure that you know how to get into that. If you don't, make sure that you ask someone, ask me, ask the tech department, ask somebody. The announcements are posted over here. They do not appear on the home page, so you will need to check these announcements daily. Over on the left, we have the accessibility information. I have links posted to everything that you're going to use in here with the accessibility information about each piece of technology that we use. And then I've posted some online help for you guys. We do have online tutoring, so here's a link to that. We have on-campus tutoring, advising, disability services, distance learning, and the catalog if you need it. So there's a quick little tour of your course. Let me know if you have questions.